How does one of the largest big box stores in the country go from being the #1 shop for all America's household needs to losing customers, stocks, and precious income after 4 decades of its initial successful run? A tale of innovation, greed, and financial setbacks. Here is the absolutely true story of Bed Bath & Beyond's road to decline and eventual bankruptcy. In the early 1970s, co-workers Warren Eisenberg and Leonard Feinstein were in need of a big break after their management positions at the discount department store known as Arlo's was threatened due to bankruptcy. Times were difficult then, with plenty of stores across the country succumbing to the same fate. Both Feinstein and Eisenberg paid close attention to the times, however, and agreed that adhering to the trends could result in potential success for a business. By 1971, the two had set up the origins of their legacy through the name Bed & Bath. Conceived as a specialty store catering specifically to, you guessed it, various bed, bath and home essentials, their tale had the trademarks of a great success story. These days, specialty stores like Bed Bath & Beyond are easily found anywhere, regardless of which state you're in. It wasn't always like that, however, as Eisenberg and Feinstein were one of the first pioneers of the trend that was seemingly an overnight success in the 1980s. As recognition, these types of stores were even called category killers, which basically allows customers a variety of choices in a specific niche. Are you in need of blue, orange or pink towels? How about a size small, medium or large bathrobe? Simply go to the nearest Bed Bath & Beyond and they are bound to have all your needs in various shapes and sizes. Other similar chains also included Best Buy, Toys R Us and even Bed Bath & Beyond's close competitor, Linens & Things. Simply put, Bed Bath & Beyond was a business that highly benefited from the market trends at the time. Customers needed something new, and Eisenberg and Feinstein were more than prepared to offer only the best products and services in the market. In the years since then, the humble Bed Bath & Beyond store eventually expanded due to success, and took on the name Bed Bath & Beyond to represent the transition to offering more products. Aside from their diverse array of linens and towels, customers could now purchase various home care essentials from kitchen appliances to wall decor. Eventually, the store won the hearts of many locals in its specific branches, and Bed Bath & Beyond became a staple of American retail stores. Their success should not be attributed to being a category killer, however. Bed Bath & Beyond also took into consideration many marketing techniques to further expand their client base. For instance, you may be familiar with Bed Bath & Beyond's signature blue 20% off coupons which they deliver through mail to encourage customer spending, while at the same time advertising their store. As they were, it was pretty much a guarantee that anyone who walked into a Bed Bath & Beyond would not come out empty-handed. To take it further, Bed Bath & Beyond also took advantage of its strength to cater to a specific client base. To achieve this, the company made sure to implement a decentralized approach to running store operations by placing responsibility of their store items on the store managers. This meant that if a certain item sold better in a specific branch compared to another, store managers were more than capable of adhering to the demands to encourage spending and lessen unsold items. On top of all that, Bed Bath & Beyond also ensured top-notch quality customer service, which is always a plus for customers everywhere. Overall, Bed Bath & Beyond seemed to be steadily climbing its way into the stock market, but like most companies, it did not come out without some setbacks. Although Bed Bath & Beyond rose to success through careful adherence to the changing trends in modern times, it would also prove to be its eventual downfall. By the early 2010s, many scholars were looking into the idea of the so-called death of the category killer. In the same way that streaming took over traditional cinema and category killers driving out small-scale businesses, the then successful category killers would soon see their demise due to the rise in online shopping platforms like Amazon. At this point in time, many customers also shared the idea that Bed Bath & Beyond was becoming more oversaturated with the numbers of products they were selling in their stores. Although their famous ceiling-high shelves were once an admirable feat, more customers began to note that this was becoming a hindrance to their shopping experience. It would take longer to browse through items, find what you need, and sometimes made it difficult to reach products because of the way they were stored or stacked. In comparison, more and more individuals were taking a liking to the accessibility that online shopping platforms like Amazon could offer. Here they could spend as much time as they like browsing through products from the comfort of their own home, and exude less effort as they could easily have their orders delivered to their houses. It also didn't help that Amazon easily connected buyers with sellers, thereby removing the additional inventory and warehouse expenditures that category killers, like Bed Bath & Beyond, had to allot a hefty sum for. Although the latter was once known for its discount prices and cheap deals on products, all of that was now slowly disappearing due to the failing economy and newer trends seeing success in the game. To add more fuel to the fire, category killers also began to suffer from what scholars call the rise of the experiential economy. Simply put, more and more individuals were beginning to see the disadvantages of spending their money on material goods and took a liking to put aside costs to experience amusement parks, concerts, and other experience-related purchases. Due to the financial crisis at the time, people simply wanted to invest in good experiences rather than possessions. The rising trend of competitors and modern ideals did not stop Bed Bath & Beyond from putting up a fight, however, as they did take some steps to remedy the problems their company was facing. In 2019, several activist investors took steps to reduce the factors that were plaguing Bed Bath & Beyond. These investors cited instances of nepotism, poor financial management, and careless leadership, which led to the removal of the then CEO, Stephen Tamares, and even founders Warren Eisenberg and Leonard Feinstein. It did not help that those nepotism rumours were also out in the open, with Bed Bath & Beyond making headlines by purchasing Bye Bye Baby, a company owned by Feinstein's children, and Chef Central, which was owned by Eisenberg's son. At this point of reformation, board member Mary Winston assumed the role of interim CEO as they looked for a potential candidate. In various interviews, Winston has cited Bed Bath & Beyond's commitment to further enhancing customer experience and stakeholder shares going forward. As the first step, Bed Bath & Beyond called on the help of the Chief Marketing Officer of Target, Mark Triton, to make the highly needed changes in the company. For his part, Triton reduced the number of Bed Bath & Beyond signature 20% off coupons and placed stringent restrictions on their use. Before then, Bed Bath & Beyond store managers were lenient with coupon use, even if they were past the expiration date. Additionally, Triton also introduced private label brands into the company, an attempt to mimic the exclusive brand deals offered by other category killers, stores like Best Buy and Toys R Us. For Triton's part, this was one aspect that Bed Bath & Beyond did not previously have, which made customers easily turn to their competitors. By introducing exclusive products, they hope to increase sales and customer drive in their stores. Although these all seem to be a fruitful comeback attempt initially, Bed Bath & Beyond was still projected to close 40 stores in the late 2018. On top of that, customer response was generally poor, with many individuals citing that the company's steps to seemingly prioritise private label brands did not make it a very desirable shopping experience for the average customer. They also disapproved of the sudden restrictions on coupon use, an aspect of Bed Bath & Beyond that made them desirable to their once loyal customers. By now, you can probably see the parallels between the first signs of issues in Bed Bath & Beyond and what led to their eventual bankruptcy. As is the case with most bankruptcy tales, however, there is always more to the story. Although there was much hope to revive Bed Bath & Beyond's reputation by the late 2010s, the new decade seemed to have other ideas in mind. The $12 billion revenue in 2018 seemed to be a promising start to reform the company, but the 2020 coronavirus took a toll on CEO Triton's already compromised efforts to get Bed Bath & Beyond on its heels once more. At this point, many people were also losing jobs and income, thereby making it the universal priority to be spending money on food and rent. It also didn't help that most people could not afford rent in the first place, and were even forced out of their homes. In this scenario, how do you think a store selling home care essentials would fare? Put it simply, they did not do so well. For reference, the share price of Bed Bath & Beyond had gone from $80.30 in December 2012 to a disappointing $4.97 by June 2022. In those 2 years since the pandemic, Bed Bath & Beyond closed over 200 stores, with more projected to follow. Board member and then CEO of Chewy, Ryan Cohen, also publicised an open letter for Bed Bath & Beyond to sell Bye Bye Baby, as a means to reduce their ongoing debt. Triton also stepped down as CEO shortly thereafter, and announced further steps to slim down the company by laying off 20% of its corporate staff and closing an additional 150 stores. By 2023, Bed Bath & Beyond was nearing its end with its continuous decline in the stock market, and the continuing trend of closing stores across the country. By April of 2023, Bed Bath & Beyond officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy after years of a steady decrease in quality, management, and customer service. Although it was once a staple of American retail, Bed Bath & Beyond also fell victim to the trends that helped create it in the first place. While there were many factors such as poor management, company scandals, and a reliance on past strategies that worked initially, it can be said that Bed Bath & Beyond eventually succumbed to bankruptcy due to careless company neglect and a refusal to adhere to the changing trends in modern times. Give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, it helps more than you know. See you next time.